What's going on? Today we're going to tackle one of the biggest questions in the tinnitus space. Is there a cure for tinnitus? Before we get started, head on over to tinnitus.health and you're going to be able to take your free tinnitus profile test that's going to let you know kind of where you're at in your habituation journey. So without further ado, let's dive in. Make sure to watch this video all the way through and don't miss any of it because it's going to be super, super important on your tinnitus journey. With all of that out of the way, let's dive in. So if we're using the definition of cure, that is a improved quality of life, diminish negative symptoms. By that quality, and that's the scientific definition of cure, yes, tinnitus is actually cured. Here is the thing you have to understand. It's cured because millions and millions and millions of people report that their awareness of tinnitus drops over time and the quality of their life improves. And that's exactly what I have noticed in my tinnitus journey. And that's exactly why I decided to build the application that I built, because I wanted to replicate the same success I had in my life, and I wanted to be able to replicate it in every single person's life. Every single person, I believe, can recover as well as I have from tinnitus. And that was the main mission when I built this application, was to replicate it. So I took everything that I've done and I just replicated all of the steps that I did. And if you follow them, you can get the similar outcome. Okay, so why then isn't it advertised that tinnitus is cured? Because here's what you have to understand. People's definition of cure isn't scientific, it's emotional. People in the tinnitus space don't have a scientific definition of the word cure. They have an emotional one. They think if the sound goes away, I am cured. If the sound doesn't go away, I'm not cured. If I can't eliminate the sound with a pill, then it's not cured. And they'll throw out all of the evidence of all of the millions of people who have went on to live incredible lives, who don't even notice their tinnitus anymore. They will take all that and just throw it out, and they will say it's not true because there's no pill that can stop the sound. Now, it doesn't sound logical that people would do this, and it's not logical. It's not scientific. It's not logical. It's not rooted in any sort of science. It's rooted in emotion, because when people are suffering from tinnitus, they're not in their right mind. Their amygdala has been hijacked and they're in fight or flight. So they're not thinking rationally, they're thinking emotionally. And when people think emotionally, their logic goes out the window and they can't rationalize the situation that they're in. They can't understand logic. So why is this so important? Because when you're on these forums and you're reading people in these negative spaces and they're, on Facebook groups, they're ranting on about how they're hopeless and nobody can help them and there's no cure, nothing works and everything's hopeless. You have to understand they're not in a logical frame of mind. They're in a highly emotional fight or flight response, and they're unable to think logically. They're stuck in a spiral. So you have to take everything they say with a grain of salt. I can tell you from a logical standpoint, as someone who was in it, who came out of it, yes, tinnitus is cured. Now, we have to adapt our definition of cure to the scientific definition. We can't hold on to the emotional definition that we want to have. We have to put our emotions aside and we have to think logically and scientifically about this. There is a process in which people's quality of lives improve significantly, from being trapped in tinnitus to being able to go on and live their dream life. People like me, I'm not the only one. I've coached tons of people, countless people who've went on to live incredible lives. I'm not the only one. This is replicatable. It's repeatable. People get very similar results. So it's replicatable, it's repeatable, and we know the process. So we can effectively say, yes, tinnitus, there is a cure for it. Will that make a lot of people mad? Probably, because people are emotionally hijacked. They're stuck in a non-logical space. They can't think rationally. That's okay. One of the ways that we treat that is we take them out of fight or flight, we ground them, and we get them comfortable in their nervous system again. Over time, this begins to pull them out of the tinnitus loop, and they can begin to think rationally again and be like, wow, I can't believe that a sound bothered me. This takes time. It's not instant, but there's absolutely a cure. We can say that tinnitus is effectively cured. That's great news. And somehow, I think it's going to make a lot of people mad. This video will somehow make a lot of people mad, even though everything I said is grounded in science. I don't know. I think hope makes a lot of people angry. But anyway, you want to know how to achieve that? Go to tinnitus.health, link in the description. I'll also put a pinned comment below. Just check out the website, read the literature, see what you think for it yourself. You can sign up to the application. Like I said, every single thing I took out of my process to recover to the state I'm at now, where I'm literally traveling the world, chilling in a hammock, I've put in this application. Most people see significant results in 6 months, starting 6 months, 12 months. Sometimes it can take longer. My path took much longer. My path to habituation took 12 to 24 months. It might take a little bit longer. Like I said, I didn't have this app. I had to figure this out on my own. But people can see significant results using this process because it's grounded in science. So anyway, I look forward to seeing you all over there. Make sure to comment below. Hit the like and subscribe button. I'll talk to you later. Peace.